mail.
Oh, good.
Mary, I got it. Oh,
What?
my income tax refund. Every year I go crazy, wondering whether I'm going to get money or a summons for my arrest. Hey, I wonder if the government can afford this.
How much is it for?
$18.75. Hey, there's one here for you, kid.
Oh,
There.
thanks.
Oh, no. You can't win.
What?
This is the bill from the guy who prepared my income tax. $25.
Oh, boy, just what I don't need.
What just don't you need?
Another chain letter.
Oh, I haven't seen one of these things in years. Dear friend, this letter will bring you money if you read it and follow the instructions. Claude Johnson read it, followed the instructions, and received over $25,000 cash.
And if you make 20 copies of this letter, send it to your friends, add your name to the bottom of the list of names, send $1 to the name at the top of the list, you will receive over $25,000 cash, right?
Perfect.
Throw it away.
Really? You mean you're really going to break it? Isn't it bad luck or something to break the chain?
There. Now, you see, that's what I hate about those letters. All that superstition and greed. What possible bad luck could I have if I break it anyway? Come on.
You could lose your job.
How?
This letter's from your boss.
Morning, Murray.
Morning.
Any calls?
Yeah, my wife called. I forgot my lunch.
I meant for me.
Oh, no.
Hey, Murray, do you know where the station Christmas list is?
Right here.
What are you doing with the Christmas list at this time of year?
The same thing you want to do with it?
Did you happen to get a chain letter from...
Yes, I did. And I just want you to know that even though we're friends and we work at practically the same desk together, the 17 people on this list are mine.
Oh, swell.
Well, okay. I'll tell you what, if it'll make you feel any better, I'll let you have the switchboard operator. The mail boy.
Okay, it's a start anyway. Thanks. Now, where am I going to come up with the rest of the people on this list?
Mary, you have a lot of friends.
Yeah, and the reason they're my friends is I don't send them dumb chain letters.
Mary, you broke Lou's chain.
Oh, come on, Murray. If I didn't, somebody else would.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh, you've got a message here to call Frederick Varney.
Never heard of him.
No, wait. Isn't he the new chairman of the board?
And our biggest stockholder.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered who he is. Mary, what's half of my chain letter doing in your wastebasket? Ah, keeping the other half company. Is that it?
Well, Mr. Grant, I just...
You just.
Well, yeah.
Mary?
I'll let you have Chef Leroy.
Yes, sir.
Mary, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Because here's what I think happened. You were reading my chain letter. Your hands accidentally slipped, tearing the paper. Just then, there was a loud noise from the hall. The pieces of the letter fell out of your hands and into your wastebasket. Then I came in. So here you go, and you're welcome.
Mr. Grant, it did not accidentally slip out of my hands. I ripped it up and threw it into the wastebasket because I just don't happen to believe in chain letters.
Oh, neither do I.
Well, then why did you send it?
Because this one's different. Did you see this list of names?
You mean the people who answered the letter?
Right. And it's a very distinguished list. Now, look up here at this name.
Allan Ludden.
Yeah.
So?
Mary. Allan Ludden is no fly-by-night nobody. He's Allan Ludden.
Yes?
I've been watching Allan on television ever since college ball. If Allan Ludden believes this chain letter is good enough for him, that's good enough for me. That's why I spent a lot of time picking people who I knew wouldn't break the chain. People I could trust. People who are reliable, responsible, intelligent.
Lou, I got your chain letter.
And then I ran out of those people.
I'm sorry I barged in, but I just had to tell you how honored I am that you chose me. Oh, you got one too, Mary?
Yeah.
Say, look, Mary, if we send 20 of these to our friends and none of us break the chain, I could win $25,000.
Mm-hmm. And all you have to do is send $1 to the person at the top of the list.
Oh. Oh, what the heck? Now all I've got to do is find 20 people to send it to.
Why don't you send it to the members of your fan club, Ted?
That's a good idea. And all I have to do is come up with 15 more.
You still want to break the chain, Mary? Knowing how it will disappoint Ted and me?
Not to mention Allan Ludden.
Mary.
Hi.
How come you're not watching that documentary on TV? It's on how much fun us single swingers are having.
How come you're not watching it?
I didn't want to watch it alone. It's too depressing. I can't understand it, Mia. According to that program, right this minute, you and I are either skiing or on a hayride.
I don't have time for either one of those things. Maybe when I finish with this chain letter.
Mary, I can't believe you're still hung up with that chain letter. Will you pick the first 20 names in your address book? You'll still be in the A's.
Rhoda, I am already into the L's, and I haven't found one person I would like to burden with it.
Well, when you get to the M's, kid, feel free to burden me.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I already did.
Oh, yeah? Of course, I have to work late all this week. But I suppose on my one night off, I could go to the library and use their duplicating machine. 20 copies, huh? 10 cents a page? Ooh. Are you crossing me off the list?
Yeah.
Thanks, kid.
Armand Linton. I don't remember that name. I also don't remember this handwriting.
Let me see it.
There.
Oh, yeah, that's Armand Linton. I put that in.
Rhoda, why are you putting strange men in my address book?
He's not a strange man, Mia. He's the guy you invited to that party you gave as my date, and he showed up with his wife.
Oh, yes. I remember her. Nancy.
I remember him, Armand.
It still doesn't explain why you wrote him in my address book and not yours.
I don't have one. I've been getting by for years on the back of a cocktail napkin. Send one to Armand. He won't mind.
Okay. Hey, Roy Martoni. Yeah, I wouldn't feel too guilty about sending one to him.
Who's he?
Well, there was an ad in this cooking magazine that said, send away for free steak knife, no obligation. So I did. I sent away for it, and Roy Martoni showed up at my door with my free, no obligation steak knife.
I know the bit. Then he tried to sell you a whole set of steak knives, right?
No.
What?
Whole set of encyclopedias.
I just thought of the perfect person you can send that letter to.
Who?
My mother.
Oh, yeah, good.
Sign my name. She loves to hear from me.
Where is that kid, anyway?
Ted, I called, and they said the mail boy is on his way up.
But that was 4 minutes ago. What's taking him so long?
Ted, your $25,000 is not going to come in one letter. It comes little by little.
If it comes, which it probably won't.
Well, that's what I'm waiting for, my first little. I've already invested $1 in this thing. Where is that kid?
Mailboy get here yet?
No, Lou, and I want him fired. I don't know why they give an important job like delivering the mail to a boy. I mean, they should give it to a grown-up, a mailman. You know what I mean? You understand, don't you, Lou? Some kid is probably goofing off with it in the halls.
Here, Ted. I think I saw a couple in there for you.
Don't try to figure it out, Ted. Just look fast and see if there's anything there for me.
And don't be too disappointed if you didn't get any money. I never heard of anybody who ever did.
I got $1. You see, Mary, Allan Ludden knows.
Ted, did you happen to see anything in there for me?
No, just a bunch of fan letters for me.
Only Ted could call one postcard a bunch.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
I got your chain letter, and I just wanted to thank you in person.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're,
Armand Linton, right.
Armand Linton, yes. Well. I didn't recognize you.
Well, that's because last time you saw me, I had my wife Nancy on my arm.
Oh, yes. How is Nancy?
Off my arm. We're separated, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, that's all right. You see, I've been to a personal counselor, and I've learned to be open and honest about my separation.
Excuse me, Mary.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Murray Slaughter, Armand Linton.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Fine, since I became separated from my wife, Nancy.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. What's the name again?
Nancy.
Well, Armand, it was really nice visiting with you, but I do have some work to do.
You know, Mary, your letter couldn't have come at a better time. It reminded me of how attractive and single you were. You certainly are still attractive. Are you still,
Yes.
Well. So am I, since I became separated from my wife, Nancy. And so that's when I decided to go into the stock brokerage business. Perhaps you've heard of my company.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I have. What's it called, Armand?
Armand Linton and Company.
No, I haven't heard of it.
Well, that's where I usually spend my mornings, but since today was a holiday, I figured...
What holiday is today?
It's my birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Thank you. You know, I usually spend my birthdays with Nancy, but since we're separated, I was wondering if you'd care to have dinner with me tonight.
Oh, sure.
Oh, great. What time do you get through here?
Well, not until about 7 o'clock.
Oh, that late, huh? Couldn't you kind of get away a little early tonight?
No, I couldn't. Armand, I have a tremendous amount of work to do here.
Oh, well, where would you like to go tonight?
Why don't we discuss that later?
Well, the reason I'd like to know is so I can make a reservation.
Well, the Embers is always nice.
That's where I always used to go with Nancy before we were separated. No, I don't think that would be in good taste.
Okay, how about Oscars?
Well, no, that's no good either.
You used to go there with Nancy a lot, did you?
No, it's just no good. Food's bad.
Well, I went to a place that was pretty good last night, if I could just remember the name of it.
Mary?
Yes, sir.
Can I see you a minute?
Yes, sir. Armand, you're going to have to excuse me. I really do have to get to work.
It's okay, Mary. I've got nothing but time.
Mary?
Mr. Grant, please don't say a word. I know exactly what you're going to say.
Okay. What am I going to say?
You are going to say that you do not like us to have personal people in the newsroom during business hours because when there are people in the newsroom, you can't be yourself. You have to be nice. And you don't like having to be nice because when you're nice, then nobody gets any work done at all. And that's what you were going to say.
Yes. But you left out the most important item.
What?
Get rid of him.
Mr. Grant, I am trying my level best to get rid of him.
No, Mary, no. If you want to get rid of somebody, you say, please leave. Go away. Get out of here. Words like that. When I hear words like, where shall we have dinner tonight? I finish work at 7. Can you get off any earlier? That's not getting rid of someone, Mary. That's planning a life together.
Thank goodness. When did Armand leave?
He didn't leave. Ted is taking him on a personal tour of the studio.
Ted?
Yeah. When your friend introduced himself as a stockbroker, Ted must have thought that was the same as stockholder. And he's giving him the royal treatment.
This is the newsroom where the news is made and written for me.
Fascinating.
I'd like you to meet the hardest working girl in the newsroom. That's because she's the only girl in the newsroom.
This is Allan Linton, one of our stockbrokers.
Almond? This is Mary Richards.
Mary, why don't I pick you up at 8 o'clock tonight?
Okay, I'll just write down my address for you.
Boy, talk about fast workers.
Great, I'll see you tonight.
I'll show you to the elevator.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I prefer the stairs. It's good exercise.
Oh, is that how you keep in such great shape?
Well, yes, that and yoga.
Yoga? No kidding. I love yoga. Have you ever tried the kind with the fruit on the bottom?
Come on in, Rhoda.
It's locked, Mary.
Armand. It's only 7:30. I thought our date was for 8 o'clock.
Well, I know I'm a half hour early, but I had nothing to do, and I figured I'd rather do it here. My apartment seems so empty now.
Since Nancy moved out.
And took all the furniture.
Well, I still have to get dressed, so just come in and make yourself at home. You could
Read a magazine.
Sure.
Our reservations are for 8:15.
Where'd you finally decide we'd eat?
Well, I made reservations in 4 places.
Well, wherever you want to go.
I didn't make a reservation there.
Armand, could you get that, please?
Sure, it's good exercise.
Armand.
Yes?
Armand Linton.
Yes.
Don't you remember me? I'm Rhoda Morgenstern.
Oh, yes, I didn't recognize you without my wife.
Nancy, huh?
Yeah, we're separated, you know.
Oh, really? That's too bad, Armand.
Hi, Rhoda.
Armand Linton.
I know.
Mayor, the reason I came down is I want to show you something in your kitchen.
Excuse us.
Certainly.
What's Armand Linton doing out there? Well, you remember how you told me to send him a chain letter?
Uh-huh.
He answered it in person.
Mary, you gotta be the only girl in the world who can send out a chain letter and win a man.
I didn't want to win him.
Oh, well, good. Because a great-looking separated man like that, Mary, should not go to waste. So if you'll excuse me...
Rhoda.
What?
He's taking me to dinner.
Oh, and you don't want to go?
Well, it's his birthday.
Mary, I'm gonna do something to you I've never done before. I'm gonna take him away from you.
Terrific.
I'll help you. Good. That means I might have a chance.
Hi. Yeah. I'm looking for Mary Richards. You would just tell her Roy Martoni. I'm an old friend.
Well, hi.
Hi. I got your letter.
Oh,
Now, mind if I come in?
Well, we were just about to go out.
Just a minute. I'll be just a minute.
A minute? Looks like he's moving in.
Roy Martoni, this is Rhoda Morgenstern.
Roy Martoni.
And Armand Linton, Roy Martoni.
Roy Martoni.
You just get into town?
How's that? No. This is my line. I'm a salesman.
What do you sell? Black cardboard suitcases?
Roy sells encyclopedias.
Oh, no, Mary. I gave that up. The samples were too heavy. You know, Mary, sending me that chain letter was such a beautiful, generous thing to do that I said to myself, how am I ever going to pay her back? Well, and then it came to me. I'm going to show her what I've got in this case. Waterless cookware. And this isn't ordinary waterless cookware. This is thunderware.
Oh, gee, Mayor. Waterless thunderwear.
Yes. Thunderwear, the big new boom in cooking.
Look, old man, we don't have very much time.
You see, we're just on our way out to dinner.
Listen, Mary, after you see me demonstrate waterless thunderwear, you'll never eat out again. You want to know why? Because it's based on a totally new principle of cooking. The flavor is sealed right in the pot.
Well, how long does this take?
Brussels sprouts, about 4 minutes. String beans, about 2.5, and carrots...
I mean the demonstration.
Well, not long at all. You see, I'm all set up.
Well, I really don't think we can, Mary.
I'm all set up, Mayor.
But he's all set up, Armand.
Well, all right, but please make it fast, huh?
All right, wonderful. Why don't you all just sit down, and Mary, why don't you just sit right over there? Rhoda, sit there. Armand, it is Armand, isn't it?
Yes,
Why
that's
don't you
right.
sit right there? Okay. Now, in the beginning, when the caveman was hungry and wanted food, he he just hit it over the head and ate it, right? But then he invented what? Fire. Right. And then our first utensils were large flat rocks, which when heated up became our first what? Frying pan. Yeah. Then came the Ice Age.
I'll buy it.
What?
I'll buy it.
But I'm not done yet.
Yeah, he didn't even get up to the stainless steel age.
Look, we're all in kind of a hurry, so just tell me how much it is and we'll all leave.
I'll
huh?
get my
Right?
coat.
Well, wonderful. Yeah, listen, $12.12 a month for 18 months. But if you want to put $25 down, it's $15.46 for 12 months. But if you want a thrifty plan, it's $6.57 for 36 months.
And how much would it be if I pay for the whole thing right now in cash?
Cash?
Cash.
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
You see, we make our money on interest payments and loan charges. If we took money, I think we'd lose money.
All right, I'll pay by the month.
Oh, wonderful. All you have to do is fill out a few of these forms.
All ready.
Now, on the back of page 3, I want you to put down the names and addresses of your employers for the last 12 years.
You know, I may be able to get some use out of this cookware. I'm just separated, you know.
Oh, well, then this set is wonderful for you. You don't want to know why? Because it comes with a 1-cup coffee maker.
No kidding. Say, look, Mary, I just bought myself a birthday present.
Did I hear you say it's your birthday?
Uh-huh.
Thought that entitles you to a free gift. Here, I'm going to throw in a potato peeler.
Thank you. Gee, I just can't wait to get started using all this stuff. But, Mary and I have a date.
You're leaving?
No, listen, Armand, why wait? I'm sure everybody here is anxious to see your new thunderwear in action, right?
Right, you are, Mayor. Armand, wouldn't you like a good home-cooked meal instead of going out? Huh?
Well, yeah, I sure would. I haven't had a good home-cooked meal since...
Nancy moved out.
Yeah, I took all the dishes.
Well, listen, I don't think I have enough food in my refrigerator, but you and I can go to the market.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You don't have to, because I've got a roast in the car.
Oh, that's great. How much do you want for it?
Oh, no charge. It's a demonstrator. Besides, you know what? I've got a bag full of groceries in the car. You know what? I want to show you fellas how to use this, because if you don't use it right, it can explode.
Hey, let me give you a hand with that. I love the exercise.
Well, that's wonderful. The car's parked right out front. The gray Packard.
Great.
Yeah. Say, ladies, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, especially on the toes of a fella that size, but which one of you is with him?
Me.
Well.
Good morning. Has the mail come in yet?
Ted, we just came in. No mail yet.
Why don't you give up, Ted? You're not going to get any money from that chain letter.
What makes you think I'm waiting for money from the chain letter? I could be waiting for my fan mail, you know.
Either way, you're going to be disappointed.
Looks like I've struck gold. Little green Baccarino? Didn't think it would work, eh? Well, this is only the beginning. There's more where this came from.
Ted, I don't think there's more where this came from.
Where'd it come from?
From you. It's your letter. When you mailed it in, you forgot to put a stamp on it.